Hello, welcome back to this series. We are now going to learn how we can learn the text processing in the Linux. If you're following my series, you will see the previous videos we have covered some topics and now we have moved to the text processing. So now we can learn that how we can turn the messy command output into the clean answer. Like if there's a log file, a big file which has a lot of the content, but if we want to order it, so this skill will make the log analysis looks like a magic. So that is what we are going to learn. So if you have not subscribed to this channel but you want to learn DevOps and lot more, you can ask me something in the comments. You can like it because this will help me. YouTube can promote the videos to the next learners. If you're learning something, if you have getting some worth from my content, and then you can subscribe, like, do some favor. Thank you. So let's move to our topic, which is text processing. So I'm just going to my terminal. By the way, if you have not watched my previous videos about Linux, you can practice on Linux Playground. You have to simply here come and refresh it and just click on start the machine, and you will be able to practice this directly here. You can use your virtual machine, how to install. You can also learn how to install as well, how to install the Linux in your Windows or Mac. The video is already available in this series. And now I'm just going to jump into my terminal. And now here we are into the Linux terminal. What we have to do, because now we are going to learn about text processing. Let's talk about what we can do. So imagine that text processing. You can see I did the ls and we have two files, deploy.log notes.txt. So if I want to count how many words are into these files, so what I will do, I will see wc word count and I will say notes.txt. And what it is going to do, so 12 is telling that how many lines are into this file. And how many words is 17 words into this file. And how many bytes mean how many character. If it's the same, if it's a plain file, so it's mean there's a 109 characters. But if you have to specifically test out, let's imagine that we want to see just 2 lines, then we can use this command simply and we can say notes.txt. So, and then we have to make sure our file name is correct. Okay, notes.txt. And we can see there's a 12 lines. So when we have a 12 lines, and similarly, if we have to know about the word, then we can use W. So it will tell us the words. And if we have to calculate the bytes, we can use -c. And if we have to tell the particular characters, then we can use notes.txt. Okay, again we have notes.txt. It will tell us the character. Those are 109. So this is how we can use a wc command and find out things. And if we have to, let's learn about the next command, which is a uniq. And let's just run this command and let's see what happens. Imagine we go again. We have files which is notes.txt. And it is seeing if there's any duplicate lines, anything. Because we have everything unique in this file. So that is why it is showing us the unique things. If we have something duplicate, so this is how we can look into this file, how many. So next is what we are going to learn, a new command in the text processing. Imagine we have a same file, notes.txt. This is when we are dealing with the bigger files. If we have tons of lines, and we have to troubleshoot between particular lines, then we can use this command, and then it can be very useful. So this is the use of this file, and we can use and enhance our finding and debugging with this command. Now let's talk about AWK. AWK is a text processing and a pattern which is used for scanning, tool in Linux and Unix. So it is used to read files line by line, split each line into the fields, filter data, and print or calculates the results. So that is why we have to use this command and find out something. Imagine that we have this command, and let's imagine we have notes.txt. So this is a file, and let's see, it will print the first field in every line. First field in every line in notes.txt. So there are many sentences. So you can see keep, it is coming, the first word it is taking as a field. So that is why it has no printed in that way. And if we have to another command, and let's learn what it will do. So we can see this is going to sum the numbers in the first column, and it is going to print it. Let's see what it does. So it is no sum the numbers in the first column, and if we have to just see and comparison one thing, notes.txt. So to understand it, it is going to sum the numbers into getting from every column. So what it will do, it has to take the first field, the first word from every line. These are the lines, and it will find out if there is any number, because this sum, it will going to sum the first number from every column, and then it will do the sum. It will show us. That is why if you have to simplify it, because in all these lines there's no number, so it will only here. That is why it has printed this. But if I have to create a file which is, let's see, touch, or we can say nano.txt, we have to nano8.txt, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will do the sum. So sum is almost 15. So let's save it. So we have now saved this file, which is a.txt, and now we have to learn about this file. So what we are going to do, we are going to run this file, and let's sum this a.txt. It is going to fetch the first field. If it's a number, it is going to sum it, because we cannot sum the words, like if it's a, b, or some any characters. So we have to find the numbers, and then we have to sum, and then we have to add them. We have to print the sum. So what it is doing, sum, because every first field, first number, it's a number, and it is no counting and printing. This is how we have to work with the files, how we can use the text processing in the files in the Linux. So now we have learned about how we can use the text processing. So in the next video, we are going to learn about, which is the next topic, which will be our module number 2, and we will learn about users and groups, which is how we have to do permissions and this kind of handling. So this will be next will be our first lesson of this series and the module number 2. So I will see you in my next video.